Mangroves are the plants that have special adaptation to extreme living conditions. They include oxygen deficiency, high salt content, loose soil, and high water loss. Though a tough plant mangroves are, they have many benefits serving as a natural resource on the Gold Coast. Mangroves provide habitats, breeding grounds, and food sources. Being called the kidney of the coast, they facilitate the nutrient cycling in the ecosystem while serving as biofilters to filtrate the heavy metal and other water pollutants. As they attract different marine animals, nearby areas are always recreational and commercial fishing sites. They protect and stabilize shoreline, and they can also mitigate small-scale flooding. Last but not least, they connect the indigenous people. Although not directly related to the mangroves themselves, the area where the mangroves sit are the traditional sites for food and ceremonies for indigenous people. There are three major risks to the mangroves. The first one is coastal development. The second one is climate change and global warming. And the last one is water pollution. While the coastal development through clearance or reclamation can remove all the benefits that mangroves can bring, global warming and water pollution can intensify all the internal issues of mangroves, including mosquitoes, waterborne pathogens, which will lead to diarrhea. And lastly, odor problems, so I can actually smell something here. Various stakeholders can be identified. The first one, nearby recreational fishers and users. They will express their health and recreational interests, while they are also responsible for the water quality when they are having activities near the mangroves. The Council of the City of the Gold Coast monitors and plans the coastal region while providing funds to organizations for partnerships. It also makes and implements plans and programs to protect the mangroves and other coastal regions. Queensland government monitors the area and registers legislation regarding the planning schemes. The federal government mainly provides power to the state and local governments, although Water Act 2007, which is related to coastal management, is registered by the federal government. As mentioned, the area provides a connection to indigenous people. Their knowledge and interests play a crucial role in natural resource and environmental planning of mangroves. However, there may be some challenges for planners. Firstly, coastal development is highly restricted. Secondly, global warming and climate change are global issues, so they require many disciplines and international cooperations. Also, while water quality is one major concern for both faunas and floras, water pollutants come from multiple sources, for example, stormwater and road transport. There are many users in the coastal regions. Lastly, the smell from the mangroves is actually the product of natural processes, which you cannot reduce by any chance. There are some existing planning-led strategies in finding solutions to threats and risks. The first one is legislation. There are many laws and acts to manage coastal disturbance and protect mangroves. Multiple planning instruments give guidelines to coastal management and mangroves conservation. Besides legislation and planning instruments, there are some water quality related programs through partnerships and education on the Gold Coast to maintain the water quality. Do not underestimate the power of education. Baba Dayam once said, "In the end, we will conserve only what we love. We will love only what we understand, and we will understand only what we are taught." One strategy is protection through conservation. I'm now on a mangrove track in Tolabadra Conservation Park, which is an area protected under the laws. Lastly, it is the compensation through artificial ecosystem. In the mangrove wetland in Broadwater Parkland in Southport, we don't see mangoes, but mangroves. Although this is a man-made area with naturally recruited mangroves, it is now a natural self-sustained ecosystem.